Hi there guys and girls. So, I've been a fan of the game. I've sold the game to people by working in an arcade and seeing that side of the industry. I now own the game. I've promoted the game on YouTube and I've met 75% of the original Mortal Kombat team. But now I can add another notch on the belt because I am the first guy in the world to have found a new secret in Mortal Kombat. Now this secret, it's nothing that great, okay? It's nothing that great, but no one knows about it, and I found it. And I need to give you a bit of history how I found it, okay? So, I've been developing a device. It's a Raspberry Pi Pico. I didn't develop the Raspberry Pi Pico, I programmed it. I've been developing code to use on the Raspberry Pi Pico to automatically do the Ed Boon code, so you don't have to, you know, oh, it didn't work, oh, it didn't work again, oh, it didn't work. I thought, hang on, if I program it to do it, it will do it with perfect timing every time. And it pretty much works like 99% of the time, so I'm quite happy with that. And I'm also developing a Pico board that will stop the Ed Boon code working on arcades. That's how I actually got started down this road. I thought, if you're an arcade operator, you might want to stop people, now that everyone knows the code, you might want to stop people from doing it. And so, my Pico just interfaces to the two block buttons. It literally, you just clip two alligator leads onto the block button signals and it can send and receive signals. So, I was screwing around yesterday with the thing, you know, and I started to think about how I wanted to develop some of the features for the EJB blocker, I call it. And I started to think I should check what are the conditions when you do the Ed Boon code. Like, we know you have to do it with the buttons. If you push other buttons, does that interfere with it? And the answer is yes. I've always sort of known that. But I wanted to check if the joystick interfered with doing the code. So I started holding the joystick and pressing my button. It does the code automatically and it would still come up. So I know that you can move the joystick anyway and still do Ed's code. So then I tried it with all the buttons and that's how I found the secret. If you hold down high punch and keep it depressed and do Ed Boon's code, it comes up. Now I'll show you. Like I said, my thing does the code automatically. I haven't tried it without it, to be honest, but I'm sure it's the same kettle of fish. So here we go. I'm going to show you how we do it. First in the world, baby, to find a Mortal Kombat code. It's the circle of life, and it moves us all. Alright, here we go. So, my monitor doesn't work. That's a whole nother story. So I'm outputting it via VGA to a VGA monitor, if you're wondering what the hell that's going on. It's the arcade, it's just a different screen. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to push my Ed Boon button, I'm going to hold down high punch. I'm going to push my Ed Boon automatic code button. Off it goes. There we go. This is Mortal Kombat, copyright, 1992, Midway Manufacturing, all rights reserved. Now as soon as I let go of high punch, it jumps straight into Ed Boon's menu. So there's no way to keep that screen up as far as I know. I've tried a few things, doesn't work. Now, just to show you that without doing Ed Boon's code, because I thought maybe it's just two buttons. I'll hold high punch and watch this. First I'll try all the buttons at once. Nothing, right? Now I'll try high punch and low punch on player one side, nope. I'll try high punch on both sides, nope. I'll try all the punches on both sides. No. What about with the blocks? Because that's the thing that it pushes. Nope. Nope. Player one block. Player two block. Nope. High kick. Nope. High kick. Nope. Low kick. Nope. Low kick. Nope. How about both low kicks? Nope. As you can see, the only way I can get the screen to come up is to do Ed Boon's code while holding high punch. Didn't go that time. Let's go again. See? And like I said, as soon as I let go of high punch, screen goes away, jumps into Ed Boon's menu. So, it feels kind of good to be the first in the world. This Australian guy who finds a code that does absolutely nothing, but still No one knew about it in the game, you know. And sometimes these things on the surface might appear to be nothing, but you might be able to do something with that screen. I doubt it. Don't get excited. But it's happened like that in the past, where someone's find this thing, oh, it doesn't seem to do anything, and then they found out later, no, it does do something. You got to do something else to go further, you know. So yeah, I have not tried this. Oh, I sort of did last night. I tried it on MAME, using MAME to try and do it last night because it was cold and I wasn't in here, and it didn't seem to work. But I've grabbed my Mortal Kombat 2 and MK3's in there, and we're going to try them out too. But before we do that, I want to take this opportunity to tell you about another code I found on Mortal Kombat 1. It's not a code, it's information. I can't show you on the arcade though, because I have, as you can see, a revision 4.0, 9th of the 28th, 92 version of Mortal Kombat. You need to have a T-Unit version of Mortal Kombat for this one to work. And I told my buddy Tabmock99 about it, because I am sort of working on this video, sort of lingering in the background, about the names of Mortal Kombat characters. Now John Tobias is just dropping all this information about all the characters, and now I have to go through all that again and put it in the video, because I think it's really interesting how the names change and move around, and characters weren't in it and are in it. And that's a video that I do want to do. No date on that though, because, like, you know, it's just a thing that's pending in the background. So in preparation for that video, I found out, just by accident, I was watching a guy on YouTube. He was doing the boot code. I forget who it was, and his capture quality was really low res. And I noticed that he had on his audit screen, instead of reptile appearances, it had green ninja battles. I'm like, what the fuck are green ninja battles? I'm like, how did you get that to appear? Because I thought maybe he had a really old version of Mortal Kombat, like a prototype or something. But then I remembered Reptile was put in version 3, I think it is. And it turns out that no one's reported about this either. If you do the Ed Boon code and select audit page on a T-Unit, you get more audits. You get more information. You get SEC chip failures, error lockups, illegal opcodes, something else, and you get green ninja battles, which is really interesting, because that is the last version of Mortal Kombat, like the final version. The 4.0 T-Unit and the 5.0 T-Unit. They're the final versions of Mortal Kombat, and they're the only ones that can do this, and they're referencing the name of Reptile. That was the beta name back in, like, before version 3. So I'm not sure what the deal with that is, but it could just be lingering old code, you know. Yeah, all you have to do is do Ed Boon's code on either of those games, select audits, and you will see green ninja battles, you know. And no one's reported about that either. You know, it takes someone like Total MK, the best guy in the world when it comes to Mortal Kombat, to find this shit. Because you guys didn't find it, did ya? Did ya? Nah, I did. Me, Kano. No, I'm not Kano. I'm Luke. No, it feels good to find something. The game's so old, even though these things, like, don't really do much. People have reported everything about these games, and then when you find something new, it's like, fuck, no one knew that. You know, I find it kind of cool. And Mortal Kombat 1 is my all-time favorite Mortal Kombat, like, by a hair, because for me it's between MK1 and 2. The originality of MK1 puts it over the line for me. The gore, the pit being all fucked up. You know, Mortal Kombat 2 doesn't have no fucked up pit. It doesn't. There's no gore in Mortal Kombat 2 on the pit. Have you noticed that? Have you guys noticed that? When you hit them on the spikes on the roof, there's no gore. When they fall down the pit, it's an overhead shot and they splatter. There's no heads, there's no skeletons, there's no blood, there's no guts, there's no nothing. There's no mangled bodies wrapped around spikes. Mortal Kombat 1 has all that shit. You know, so I gotta kind of tip my hat off when it comes to MK1 and 2 for that reason. But now what we're gonna do is, now that I've shown you this, and I've told you about the other one, I'll hook up Mortal Kombat 2 and Mortal Kombat 3, and I'll see if I can get them to come up. I had guys last night tell me on Twitter that this screen does exist in Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. Like I said, I tried to get it to come up last night and it didn't go, so I'm not expecting it to work, but I'll fuck around because I only tried it with the high punch button. Maybe it was changed to low punch or high kick or something, so we'll hook up the game and we'll try it and we'll see how we go. Let's do it. Hi there guys, alright, about to check out MK2, see if we can do any secrets. I've been through hell getting MK2 working. My board has something wrong with it. Looks like the memory part of it, the memory add-on board. So lucky I fixed Outworld's one, I was able to use his memory board to get it going. And then my button headers all fucked up. And my button headers are pretty dodgy. Like I made these years ago. I'll show you guys. That's my kick harness. That was my Mortal Kombat 1 kick harness. And I just ran these into a, a screw terminal. And then just ran it to the button. It works. It's dodgy as fuck. It worked. But then suddenly I wasn't getting signals from this one, which is from Mortal Kombat 2. And it's because the pins have started falling out. So I had to then go to my workshop, like I have a workshop, and build headers, new headers. I have the official Mortal Kombat ones. I've had them for years that I bought from eBay like ages ago. I've never used them. I used them today. I built the headers, connected them so they're both, you can just swap them, and then ran the leads. So nice strong headers now. We're good to go. We're good to check it out. Okay, so let's try it. I don't think it's going to work though, but I'm going to fuck around. Let's see what we can do. All the buttons are working, so. Alright, so I'm going to use my automatic NJ booting code. I'm going to do the first one. Same as MK1. Hold down high punch, hit the code. Now see, it went straight into the menu, and it didn't show this is Mortal Kombat 2. So it means that's not working straight away. Let's exit. I'll try low punch. Straight into the menu as well. Alright, let's exit. High kick. Straight into the menu. Exit. Low kick. Player 1, sorry. No, see, I can't get that to come up. I don't know if maybe that was just luck on the first Mortal Kombat. Let's try player 2 side. High punch. Nope. Try low punch. Straight in. I kind of want to see it on Mortal Kombat 2. I want to see what their background graphic uses. High kick. Straight in. And last button, low kick. Straight in. So, I'm not sure how to bring it up on this one. Alright, I tried both punches at the same time on this side. I'm going to try, because by default guys, arcade machines don't use the low punch, low kick on each side. They have 3 buttons wide in by default, which will be high punch, block, and high kick. So I can't use block because it's doing the code. So let's try hold high punch and high kick and do the code. Straight in. Didn't work. Alright, let's try to play 2 side. Straight in. What if I hold all 4 kick buttons? It's going to be tricky. If I had something heavy. My multimeter. Will that do it? Yes. Keep the button down, please. Alright. Just to confirm that they are held down, because it's sitting there in a funny way. Whoops. Yep, they're being held down as you can see. Alright, so let's exit. Oh, that's what it's doing. That's the other thing it's doing. I thought it wasn't going to do that. Bugger. Might be my power supply. My power supply is acting a bit weird as well, which isn't helping things. But I know the buttons are holding down, so let's try it again now. Hold the other two, and we'll run the code. Went straight in. Try. Hold all the fucking buttons. I need one extra hand to do that. I can probably. Hang on. Oh, I did it again. There, see, I'm having board problems, so I think that's a voltage thing. I need to check the voltage on the power supply. I know Outworld went through all this. He told me Mortal Kombat 2 is very fussy with the 5-volt rail. It has to be like 5 volts. You know, and when I turn it on, there's a delay. I flick the switch, and then I hear it powering up. I used to just flick the switch, woo, and power up straight away. It's like flick the switch, woo, there's like a delay, so pretty sure it's something to do with the power supply. But yeah, all the B11, 12, 13 and 14 were the ones that weren't coming up on my board. So I held down all the buttons I could, other than the blocks. Can't hold the blocks longer than the code, and it's not working. So I'm not sure how to get it to say this is Mortal Kombat 2. Let's start. What about the joystick? Because I know, yeah, because you press down, it shows you the high score table straight away. Let's try the joystick. If I hold up and do the Ed Boon code. No. Let's hold left. It's best to do the code after it says Midway Presents, I noticed as well. No. Yeah, when I do the automatic Ed Boon code, when it says Midway Presents, it only works half the time. I think there's either lag then, or it doesn't count it as well as when it's on the other screen. So, story screen. That's right. Try holding down. Straight in. Huh. Get rid of this. Up on player 2 side. Nope. Oh shit. Damn it. Left. No. Down. Nope. Right. I cannot get it to do it. What if I hold down on both joysticks? Nope. Hold both start buttons and go. Nope. Don't know how to get it to say this is Mortal Kombat 2. Maybe you can't do it. It could be that thing that I discovered on Mortal Kombat 1, it could be that it's not supposed to happen when you press high punch. It could be that is just because I'm doing the Ed Boon code and holding that, maybe it wasn't supposed to activate at that time, and it might have been fixed in Mortal Kombat 2 or 3. So it could be just a mistake, but I cannot seem to get it to come up with Mortal Kombat 2. Now, but I know what you're saying, oh, but you said there's another secret you found in Mortal Kombat 2. There is. So let me show you something. There's, as you know, Ed Boon's menu and the service menu look the same. Very similar. So if I go into the service menu in the arcade machine and I select game audits, right? This shows me how many hours the game was on, how many played with player 1, player 2, total plays. It's all 0 because the CMOS battery's flat. I got a replacement up there, I got to put it in. As you can see, yeah, it says total plays, game started, highest battle reached, 1 player continues taken, 2 player continues taken, burn-in loops successfully completed. Next order page has Kung Lao chosen, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Baraka, Katana, Melina, Shang Tsung, Raiden, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Scorpion, and Jax chosen. Right? We'll go to the next order page. Then we have highest battle reached, winning streak, reset counter, Sean attacks, which is, Ed told me, is just there for fun. That's his cousin Sean. Watch Dogs, again, I think that's another joke thing that just randomly goes up or down, see it says 2. Battles with Smoke, battles with Jade, battles with Noobsobot, and Kano Transformation. Now, the last 4 I want you to pay attention to. Battles with Smoke, battles with Jade, battles with Noobsobot, and Kano Transformations. We know the Kano Transformations thing is a joke. They put it in there to get fans really excited, to try and find out how to turn into Kano. You can't. It's a running gag with the Mortal Kombat arcade games. In Mortal Kombat 3 as well, when you do a certain friendship or fatality or something, whatever. Anyway, so battles with Smoke, Jade, and Noobsobot. As per with Mortal Kombat 1, randomly you'll get a clue on how to fight those. Drop down and they'll say, you know, I am Jade, or I am Smoke, you know, or you can start finding me now, Smoke will say, which means use the start button, you know. So in Mortal Kombat 1, similar audits exist, but it's for Reptile. It says Reptile appearances and Reptile battles. Now, Reptile appearances is when you get a clue in the Mortal Kombat 1. You know, alone is how to find me, fatality is the key, blah, 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 blah. As you can see, there's no clue counter here for Smoke, Jade, Noobsobot, just battles. You know, how many times you fought them, you know? But there is a way to see the clue counter. And this is what I found out. So, all we do, we exit the normal menu, and we just do Ed's one. And you may not have noticed this. Ed's audit menu is different. So we'll select game audits. The first thing you'll notice, the first 4 lines of code: SEC chip failure, error traps, system lockups, and illegal operation codes. They're not on the normal menu. And then we go down to hours game was on, hours games played with player 1, hours played with 2 players. Total plays, 1 player continues, 2 player continues, and the last one we have, clue counter. And I can confirm, because I did it on last night, I can force a clue on MAME. I can't do it on an actual arcade, and they're rare as fuck. But I forced one on MAME last night, and that clue counter went up. So that clue counter is only in the Ed Boon menu for the secret characters. Next audit page, all the characters chosen, and then the last page is the same with battles and Kano Transformation, Sean, you know, Sean attacks and all that. So it's just the first page, the first audit page. That's the one. And I don't think anyone knows that. They haven't reported that one either. And I found that one because of the one I talked about in Mortal Kombat 1 with the T-Unit. It's the same thing, whereas this audit page gives you more information than the one inside the machine. You know, using Ed's one. It gives you a bit more information. And so yeah, that's the other secret I knew for Mortal Kombat 2 that I haven't seen anybody report. So far I've found 3 things that I'm sure no one knows about: the clue counter on Mortal Kombat 2, the Green Ninja battles on Mortal Kombat 1, and the This is Mortal Kombat screen on Mortal Kombat 1. So, I don't know, I'd love to know. See, look, there could be, you could hold buttons even here, hold down buttons in this menu and pick a certain option, and it might show you that this is Mortal Kombat 2, like maybe like hello or something, you know, but it doesn't, right? It could be anywhere. There are people, and I do know a guy, and I might ask him, I might hit him up. He is a reverse engineer of the arcade games, and I think he may have been the guy who found the Ed Boon code. I'm not sure though, because whoever found the code doesn't want to be identified for some reason. But he will program the arcade games, change things around and stuff. And if anyone can find out how to get to it, it's him. So I might hit him up and see if I can find out more. So yeah, that's it for Mortal Kombat 2. Now let's check on Mortal Kombat 3. Well, Ultimate, that's all I've got. Alright, I've hooked up MK3. By the way, I'll give you guys a bit more information about the automatic NJB code thing at the end of the video. So let's try MK3, well, Ultimate MK3. So we're going to hold high punch, hit the auto code, and go in, try again, keep going. Not working. There it goes. That was very weird. Let me try that again. There we go. So, nothing. No, this is Mortal Kombat 3. Or Ultimate. This is Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Let's try it with low punch. Nope. High kick. Nope. Low kick. Nope. High punch. Nope. Low punch. Nope. High kick. Play two side. Nope. Low kick. Play two side. No, not working on Ultimate. I also don't think the down to show the high score table, which I really like on Mortal Kombat 2, I don't think that works on MK3 either. Let's just try that. Just hitting down on the joystick. You see? I love that about MK2 because you can make it skip straight and show the high score straight away. Just hit the joystick down when it's in attraction mode. Yeah, look, nothing. Huh. Well, what now? Profile with all buttons on play one side. There is no knowledge, there is no power. See, it won't even go in now. I think that adjusts holding down those buttons. I think it fucks with my program a bit. It makes it a bit testy. I also think I need to change the timing. I think it's a bit too quick, so I might adjust the timing. But as you can see, it went into the menu anyway. Nothing. No, this is Mortal Kombat 3. What if I hold high punch on both sides? Nothing. Oh, hang on, I've got the run button. I forgot about the run button. Of course, MK3. Let's try run. Forgot to try run. Alright, maybe it's run. Holding run. Doing code. No. Fuck. I'll hold run and high punch. Nope. If I hold both runs, I'm using my USB power bank there to hold the other button down. Both high punches? I did that before. Oh well, I guess you can't win them all. But yeah, like I said, I can ask that other guy I know and see if he can help me find if there's one on Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. Like I said, it doesn't do anything. It just says this is Mortal Kombat. I just thought it was really cool that I found it. There's no other way to get that screen to come up. I had a guy on Twitter telling me I've seen it before, but I'm sure he's confused because the only way to do it is to hold that high punch button and do the Ed Boon code. It never comes up any other way. I've watched this thing countlessly go through the attract mode, setting up YouTube videos here, videos you've seen back in 2006 where I'm fighting Reptile and stuff right here. All the videos I've done, the thing was in attract mode the whole fucking time. And I've never seen that screen. I'm telling you, I've worked in the arcade, had it in the arcade, played it in the arcade, you know, played it at home, played it here, doing videos. I've never seen that screen. This is Mortal Kombat 1. So I'm sure he's confused about that. He reckons he saw it come up all the time. But I asked him when, what version, and he couldn't tell me. So most likely he's confused. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if there's a way to do it on these two. On MK3, new MK3 and MK2. So yeah, anyway, I'll talk a bit about my Pico now, Raspberry Pi Pico. So, I might bring you closer for this one. Bring you guys closer. So there's the Raspberry Pi Pico. There. I've got it hooked up to USB to power it. So it's a separate power supply. I can probably power it off the arcade, but I haven't gone down that road yet. As you can see, there's two blue LEDs here. And then we have our interface board with Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3. A black button, which resets the Pi if it crashes. And a green and red button, LED. The green LED is for player 1 block pushes. And the red LED is for player 2 block pushes. The blue LEDs, so that's when I run the script, it will do the pushes in the script form, and then the blue LEDs are the actual signal output forms to the button. So that's it running through the script when those are blinking, and when those are blinking, those signals are actually going to the buttons. So I'll show you. We exit, and we're going to hit. Oops, I bumped one, did I? We're going to hit M3 for MK3, alright? Hang on, something's shorting out. Don't do it when it says menu represents. We'll do it now. There we go. Straight into the Ed Boon menu. So it's automatic. So it runs through the sequence, it does the codes for you. So I don't have to sit here and keep trying to do it. And go, oh, I stuffed it up again. Oh, I stuffed it up again. So I just say I have an automatic button. Mortal Kombat 1, 2 and 3 to do the code. One more time. Boom. Straight in. Yeah. So that's it. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on how to make your own automatic Ed Boon device to hook up to your arcade. For those of you watching who have an arcade machine, you can install this inside the machine, run it off a 9-volt battery. I can build a converter for that. I can tell you how to do it. It's really not hard. I've done all the programming. That was the hard part. I think I do need to tighten up the timing just a smidgen. Just make it a little longer. At the moment it's 50 milliseconds per button push, but it does that twice. So it waits 50, turns something on, waits 50, turns something off. So that cycle is 100 milliseconds. So I'm thinking about making it 60, which will be 120 milliseconds per next button push. So I think it might be a little quick. But it does work most of the time. It works like 9 out of 10 times, unless it's being weird like before. So it's not really a big deal either way. But like, even you guys will be easily able to change the timing. Even if I send it out later and I find out that it has to be, you know, 55.3 seconds, you can change it later. I've actually put that in the code. You don't need anything fancy. It's all text-based. You can literally open the file in Notepad and just change the value, and it will change it for the whole script for Mortal Kombat 1, 2 and 3. I've got the 3 values that you can change the timing on. So yeah, I'll do the video when I'm more happy that this is sort of locked down. It's pretty much locked down now, but I might do a little bit more testing with the longer timer, so see if that goes, and then I might do a video showing how to actually assemble one. So yeah, and like I said, the idea started from making something to block the Ed Boon code for people who have arcades. People can go in and sneak on free games. It wasn't supposed to be able to be done, or just fill up the high score table with your name constantly. It sort of sucks, you know, now that everyone knows it. So my thing, what it's supposed to do is, because all the Ed Boon codes are 510 on player 2 side, so it just needs to count the player 2 block button 10 times, and then when it hits 10, set an 11th push. But there's a lot of conditions you have to have. If the button's held down, that it resets constantly, and if they push it 10 times at different intervals, like 3 and then 2 and then like 3 and then, you know, a few more down the line, that it doesn't then do something at 10, it needs to then have a timer on itself that resets within the 10 seconds. Pushes have to happen within 1 or 2 seconds. So that's where it gets tricky when you add the timer. Because before I added the timer, everything was pretty sweet, but when I added the timer, it started getting a bit haywire, and probably doesn't like my code because I'm a noob and I'm still learning MicroPython, which is what it's written in. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, man. Feels great to find something that no one knows about in Mortal Kombat, a few things, you know, and etch my name into the Mortal Kombat legacy. It's the same, I didn't find anything in Mortal Kombat 3 because I found something in MK1 and MK2. Would have been cool if I found something in MK3 as well, wouldn't it? But you know, let's check the order page actually on here, because this just says hours game was on, hours played, 2 player 2. Next, we got Kano, Sonya with characters chosen. Sheba, let's see, score been chosen 1,100 times. Yeah, that was me. Classic Sub-Zero chosen, Ermac chosen. Okay. Watch Dogs 4. SEC chip favorite. What's MK locks? System lockups? Illegal MK locks? Did I find a new one? What the fuck's MK locks? I don't remember that. Let me go look in the other menu. MK locks. What the fuck's an MK lock? I hope it's not in the normal one, because then I would have. Okay, that button's not working for some reason. Hours game was I did find it. All those other audits aren't there. They're not there. Yes! MK Lux! Sounds phony, man. Sounds phony, Ed. I know you're watching this video. MK Lux. Let's do that again. MK Lux. What the fuck is MK Lux? Game audits. See, it's a totally different audit page. And I'll just show you guys, because you couldn't see before, sorry about that. The normal menu is different. See? This just says test. Game audit. See? Different test page. Hours game was on, hours played with player 1, hours played with 2 players, total plays, normal play mode selected, 2-on-2 mode selected, tournament mode selected, highest battle reached, 1 player continues taking, 2 player continues taking, burn-in loops successfully completed. Then you got all the characters picked, and then all the rest of the characters picked, and that's it, see? So, the SEC chip failure, MK locks, Watch Dogs, and what was the other one? Whatever the other one was. Illegal opcodes. Yeah, only on Ed Boon's menus. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I found something on Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. Well, Ultimate MK3. I'm sure it's the same on MK3 though. Ultimate's just an upgrade of 3, so, yeah. I'm pretty happy with that, man. That's the trilogy, man. MK4 doesn't have an Ed Boon menu that anyone's been able to find. There's no text remnant in the code, so it probably does not exist at all. I've had a lot of people say, no, you just gotta find it. But like, the text would exist. You'd be going through the ROMs, you'd see EJB menu, unless he just didn't put any text in there, but it's impossible because everything is a text list. So, I seriously doubt there's an MK4 one, but yeah, you never know. Maybe he did it a different way. Maybe it's all graphical, not text-based. Who knows? But yeah, Yeah, thanks for watching. That's it. And I hope you guys had fun. And I'll see you next time for another YouTube video. This is Total MK, the Mortal Kombat Master from the world, signing out. Peace out.